Good afternoon from the National Service of the Liberia Broadcasting System. Welcome to Newsline, a 30-minute presentation of the most compelling news from Liberia and the rest of the world. Today is Wednesday, the 17th of April, 2024. I am Vafli Kamara presenting. And big stories will follow in this afternoon. At least 6 persons confirmed dead following a bloody accident on Monrovia Buchanan Highway. Internal Audit Agency commences comprehensive audit review of LBS covering the transitional period. WAEC Liberia head Dirk Boto clarifies that this year's national exams will commence on May 15. And away from Liberia, Nigerian socialite businessman Cubana chief priest faces charges for banknote abuse. These and many more stories, including Sports the Weather Report, are coming up. First, Anthony Williams and the News Bulletin.
President Joseph Boakai has been appointed chairman of the Baptist Elders Council. The appointment of President Boakai by Reverend Samuel Reeves is geared towards fostering unity and progress within the Liberia Baptist Missionary and Education Convention. Making the announcement, Reverend Reeves said President Boakai will be assisted by former Foreign Minister D. Maxwell Sarkemia and Josh Eva Marpe Morgan as co-chairs. He added that the newly appointed council aims to address critical issues of reconciliation, restructuring, and reunification. The appointment of such leaders underscores the commitment of the LMBEC to address internal challenges and forge a path towards a revitalized and unified Baptist community in Liberia. Health authorities in Grand Bassa County have confirmed the deaths of at least 6 people following a car crash last evening along the St. John River Bridge in Buchanan. According to our correspondent, the confirmation was made by doctors at the government-run hospital in the county. Our correspondent said the accident happened when a taxi heading towards Monrovia collided with a truck from the opposite direction. He also noted that 2 survivors of the accident are undergoing treatment at the government hospital in the county. Meanwhile, citizens of Grand Bassa County are calling on government to put in place mechanism to regulate trucks from driving on high speed in the area. The Internal Audit Agency has commenced an audit review at the Liberia Broadcasting System covering the transitional period of November 2023 to January 2024. The IAA review process will look at financial administrative procedures, personnel, and operational activities. The audit is based on a sequence that's a request by the LBS Director General Eugene Fagon to ensure proper accountability of the transitional period at the state broadcaster. Director General Fagon is meanwhile calling on the former management team and employees concerned to cooperate with the process and provide all necessary information when called upon by the IAA. The West African Examination Council Liberia, WAEC, has clarified that this year's national exams will commence on May 15. The clarification comes amid widespread speculation that the national exams will begin on Monday, April 22. WAEC Liberia head Dirk Boto called on schools and candidates to not be carried away by such rumors, noting that nothing is planned for Monday.
I want to inform the public that we are not giving any exams beginning the 22nd. The exam will actually be beginning in Liberia on the 15th of May. Then we'll end on the 7th of June.
Mr. Boto said WAEC Liberia is a reputable and law-abiding institution and will not make any decision that will undermine the credibility of the West African Senior Secondary School Certificate exams. According to him, WAEC Liberia is still recruiting plotters for next month's national exam, with deployment expected days before the exercise. Reports say a hippopotamus has allegedly attacked and killed a hunter in the forest of Grangida County. The hunter, James Wanto Man, is a native of Nimba County but has resided in Grangida for the past 10 years. Man reportedly left his home in Jabo Town, Chien District on April 10 for his usual hunting expedition, but did not return after several days, prompting concern amongst residents. Our correspondent said his body was discovered on Monday, April 15, by a fellow hunter. According to our correspondent, other hunters and a team of investigators visited the scene and identified track of a hippo, hence establishing that the victim was killed by the wild animal. A Liberian journalist based in the United States, Roland Perry, has provided to the management of the Liberia Broadcasting System a grass cutting machine. The twin daughters of Mr. Perry, Rodel and Roma Perry, said the gesture was their father's own way of helping to make the LBS compound clean and green. Roman and Rodel also used the occasion to call on the management of the LBS to prioritize issues that affect women and girls and promote the participation of females in mainstream journalism. For his part, the LBS Director General Eugene Fagon lauded Mr. Perry and his family for the donation and called on others to follow suit. DG Fagon at the same time assured the public of highlighting issues that affect women in Liberia, making use of the LBS various platforms. And Grand Coup chairpersons and elders councils wants government provide more financial and logistical support to the Liberia National Fire Service. The council chairman Isaac Dio said such support would strengthen fire service to adequately and promptly respond to fire incidents across the country. A release quotes Mr. Dio as also calling on government to double its investigation into increasing fire disasters in Monrovia and its environs. The council expressed Council House Speaker Councillor Fonanthi Kofa and all Liberians affected from recent fire incidents. According to the release, the council also prayed that God will console the affected families as they go through these difficult moments.
Anthony Williams there with the news bulletin. You're listening to Newsline on ELBC Radio. One of the big stories we're following this afternoon, WAEC Liberia head Diogboto clarifies that this year's national exams will commence on May 15. Well, last evening, a fatal car accident occurred